getting ready. Everybody make sure you follow that link. QR codes there, or you do CSVLA at crowd.live.
I don't know. 40% of all people know that.
I got a cam this time, everybody. Let's see if this works. Live all around the world from downtown San Diego.
That's right. We're
Danny
kicking off.
presenting
The Trivia Tavern. We're getting ready for another episode of the Trivia Tavern here. As you guys can see, we got the game set up. We're almost ready to roll. All we need is you to get set up. So if this is your first time here at the Trivia Tavern, all you got to do is scan that QR code you see on the screen or go to that website, crowd.live, and enter the code CSVLA. And that'll get you set up to play. Now, the way that most game is going to work is going to be the same. We're going to have 6 rounds of trivia each round, kind of focusing a little bit on a different topic. All of the questions will be multiple choice questions, and it's a speed-based game. The faster you answer, the more points you get. However, you can't get any faster or can't get any more points by missing faster. You want to make sure to get that correct answer because you do miss out on those points if you just go too fast, don't see the right answer, or have an inevitable fat finger situation. Yes, they do happen. A lot of times people pick the wrong answer. They don't mean to. So you want to make sure you see that correct answer and get it in as fast as you can, but be diligent. All right, we're going to kick off the Trivia Tavern in just a little bit.
Media Killers just asked how you can play when you just have your phone. May I suggest you use Twitch, and you can pop out your Twitch and your gold in there.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
You're killing me, Smalls. Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
%40 of all people know that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, nearly 5 minutes. I can't wait.
Yep, we're just a little over 5 minutes away from our next game of Trivia Tavern. We took a week off last week, but we're back this week with some more trivia for you. 6 rounds of trivia, in fact, coming your way. Each round will be 10 questions long, 10 different questions, usually about a similar or same topic. And we're going to have all of those questions be multiple choice for you, so you're just going to have to find the answer that you want to pick as fast as you can, because the faster you answer, the more points you'll get. The way it works is we're going to have 6 different rounds, and at the end of every round, we're going to be giving away an honorary title. That's right. So our first round of the game, yes, we're going to be giving out those fun titles. So the first round of the game, we are going to have a round of trivia all about things related to road trips. Yes, we're calling this round, Let's Take This Trivia Show on the Road Trip, because everything in this round is going to be related to road trips, the things that happen on the road, or famous road tripping kind of things. The winner of this round, whoever has the most points at the end of this round, will be the Trivia Road Tripper. That being said, at the end of all 6 rounds, we're going to add up all the points you've acquired so far, and whoever has most points across 6 rounds will be the Trivia Traveler. That's right. So we see some people coming in. Oh, looks like we got Mookie Mayday in the chat, and Ricardo. Good to see both of you guys. Thanks for coming in to play. Really excited, and thank you. I did just get my hair cut. It was getting way too hot for all that mess. We are getting ready for our first round of the game, so if you haven't already, go to crown.live and enter that code CSVLA. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the page if you aren't already, and if you're watching along and in the chat, say hey, let us know you're watching, because I see we've already got 8 players ready to play this game, so we are getting set now. I do have some guests with me in the house today. As y'all know, I am a host of trivia in many taverns, and I have some guests with one of my teams from down the road. They typically have no name, but these 2 individuals do have a name. They represent the team with no name. Give it up. Yeah, make some noise first, taking it away. It's Fortuna. Fortuna, say hi.
Hello. I'm happy to represent a team with no name at Bottle Rocket. You get a chance, come on Mondays and try to beat us.
Yeah, the team with no name, they bring it. Also from the team with no name, we got Mike on the couch. Mike, you want to say hi?
I'm Mike. Team name's Mac, and we're ready to bring it today.
That's right. They're ready to bring it. The team with no name. They actually are going to play. Sometimes when we have people in the studio, they play against each other because they want to be competitive. But no, the team with no name, they want to bring it to everybody playing at home. So you are taking on the team with no name here in the studio in about 3 minutes with our first round of the game. And looks like we're up to 11 players already getting ready for this first round of trivia. So I'm going to take a quick drink, and we'll be back in just 2 minutes with some trivia coming your way.
Let's go already!
I'm with you, Bender.
Yeah, I'm always ready to go at 7 o'clock, but like all my other trivias, I always like to start them at 7:05. Give everybody a chance to be there just a little bit late. It happens. I get it. So we always start our game at 7:05, just 5 minutes after the posted time. Make sure you get a chance, because you got to make sure you got a drink in your hand, right? If you are at home or you're watching along, playing, whatever you're doing, if you're drinking, if you're having a good time with us, just let us know. Send us a shout out in the chat. If you're watching us on Twitch or if you're watching us on YouTube, just let us know what you're doing. I see we do have some viewers on our Twitch stream as well, so thank you for joining us, whichever format you're watching it on. All right, we got 10 questions of trivia coming your way. And as I mentioned earlier, this round is all going to be about road trips. I forgot to introduce the man, the myth, the legend in the studio behind the glass. It's our engineer, Jeff Turbo.
Oh, I got a camera now.
Yeah, Turbo's got the camera now. That's very cool, man. So
Nice.
I can actually look up and see you because you're very far away
Occasionally.
normally.
Or I can disappear, but I can still be like around.
Yeah, don't do that voice though. Don't be around with that voice. Not just messing around. So yeah, no, we got Turbo in the studio. Turbo's taking care of us on the ones and twos and helping us with everything, making sure that we all sound good and look good here in the studio. Yes, we are 90 seconds away from our first round of trivia. Now, in case you didn't catch it, I'm just going to go over the way that this works again. 10 questions coming your way. Each question is going to be multiple choice. The faster you answer, the more points you can earn. That being said, you don't get any points if you get it wrong, so you want to try to be deliberate and get that right answer as fast as you can. We'll go over the answers together. At the end of the round, whoever has the most points will be the winner for that round, but we will have an overall winner at the end of 6 rounds of trivia. Gonna have all kinds of topics coming your way. I hope you guys are excited because I got some fun ones. Yeah, so we're kicking it off in just 50 seconds. Who's a fan of road trips out there? Road trippers? Yeah? Okay, cool. The team with no name. Either of you got a favorite road trip you've ever been on?
San Francisco to Santa Barbara to LA to San Diego.
There you go.
Lakers game, watching Kings game.
Okay, oh, so you're doing like the sports tour, right? Go like Saturday. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that's a dope road trip. How about you, Fortuna?
I did the exact opposite. So I went on a beer tour. So I drove from here in San Diego all the way back home to Jersey, and I stopped at 33 different breweries and 2 distilleries. It was fucking sweet.
That's tight. I love that. Yeah. Okay. Especially as fans of beer here, right? Yeah. That is a fantastic road trip. So with that said, let's get this round started. All right. Look to your devices. You're gonna see the answers moving around the fastest on those devices. So get set, get ready. Here comes our first round and first question of the game. Now, what sunglasses maker introduced their iconic Wayfarer model in 1952? You're going to see those answers open for you now. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. There we go. Answers come in. We have Oakley, Oliver Goldsmith, Mascot, and Ray-Ban. So once again, what sunglasses maker introduced their iconic Wayfarer model in 1952? Oakley, Oliver Goldsmith, Mascot, or Ray-Ban. Sunglasses integral to any good road trip.
40% of all people know that.
All right, we got those answers in. Let's see what you put down. All right, 100% of the answers, 10 answers for Ray-Ban. Your correct answer was Ray-Ban. Yes, that's right. Ray-Ban was the maker of the Wayfarer. All right, second question for the round. What is the better known brand name of the motion sickness medication dimethylhydronates? Now, what is the better known name for that? Is it Dormamine, Dopamine, Dramamine, or Dodomine? Once again, what is the better known brand name of the motion sickness medication dimethylhydronate? Is it Dormamine, Dopamine, Dramamine, or Dodomine? 10 seconds left.
You got it, dude.
I didn't butcher any of those as I was saying them. I'm very impressed with myself. All right, let's see what you put down. The answers you submitted. We had 1 for Dormamine and 9 for Dramamine. Your correct answer was Dramamine. Yes, Dramamine is the alternate name for that one. I do get motion sickness, so I'm not driving on those road trips. So I like to drive. All right, question number 3 coming your way. According to the classic Nat King Cole song, you can get your blank on Route 66. Fill in that blank with chicks, kicks, licks, or fix. So once again, according to the classic Nat King Cole song, you can get your blank on Route 66. Is it chicks, kicks, licks, or fix? Alrighty, I got those answers for you here. Let's see what you guys submitted. All right, now we had 80% of the answers for kicks with 20% for fix. You can get your kicks on Route 66. That's right, kicks is the answer you're looking for. All right, question number 4 coming for you. What budget motel chain has featured the slogan, "We'll leave the light on for you," in their radio ads since 1986? Now, answers available are Super 8, Motel 6, Travel Lodge, and Econo Lodge. So once again, what budget motel chain has featured the slogan, "We'll leave the light on for you," in their radio ads since 1986? Super 8, Motel 6, Travel Lodge, or Econo Lodge?
We'll leave the light on for you and all the other people who copied your key.
Right? Yeah, definitely has a lot of shadier vibes associated with it. Let's see the answers you guys went with. We had 90% for Motel 6 with 1 for Super 8. Your correct answer this time was Motel 6. Yes, Motel 6 will leave the light on for you. All right, now we got one more question before what we do is a mid-round breakdown. We're going to check in, just see who's playing with us and see how they're doing halfway through our first round of the game. So we'll do question 5 and then see what happens after that. All right, now question number 5. I-90, the longest interstate highway in the U.S., begins in Seattle and terminates in blank. Is it Boston, New York, Baltimore, or Philadelphia? Once again, the I-90, the longest interstate highway in the U.S., begins in Seattle and terminates in, is it Boston, New York, Baltimore, or Philadelphia? 10 more seconds. All right, we got the answers in. Let's see what you guys put down. They do get a little bit harder. All right, that is a good split. We got 4 for Boston, 3 for New York, 2 for Baltimore, and 1 for Philly. Your correct answer was Boston. Yes, Boston was the correct answer. Oh yeah, we're shipping up. Now, we do have to be careful. We did get the little trademark thingy last time. So last time we got a little happy with it. It's okay. I like all the music too. That's the fun part. That's the problem. Everybody cares about their dumb rights. All right, here we go. Let's see where our standings are after we've done 5 questions for the round. All right. Well, right now in first place, it's our man behind the glass. It's Turbo with 466 points. Right behind him, it's the Urinals getting number 1. And do I see? Are those the Hot Noggins? Is that James and George? Those are some of my guys that played at one of my trivia events. They're in high school, so they're. I actually DJ'd one of their school dances because they're super cool. They got me a great job. So if that's you, congratulations. Let's hope you guys finish this round out strong. We got Mark playing. We've got let's see, Revenge of the Moon. Oh, Ian playing with us. Thank you, Ian. We got John. We've got Stefan Nocha in the house. My brother Randy Butternuts, and everybody doing really well. So good start for this round. Everybody getting lots of points, but we've got 5 more questions to see how we're doing. There's James in the chat. Thanks for playing, James. I'm glad you guys are playing. And are you guys playing as a team? Let me know once we get through the round. I want to know more about that. All right, 5 questions down, 5 questions to go. We've got your next question. Let me get rid of these standings. And here comes number 6. What beat author's groundbreaking novel, On the Road, was first published in 1957? Now here comes your answers. Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, Neil Cassidy, or William S. Burroughs? Once again, what beat author's groundbreaking novel On the Road was first published in 1957? Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, Neil Cassidy, or William S. Burroughs?
I don't know.
Gee, I'm sweating already. These lights take a lot out of me. Alrighty, we got your answers in, so let's see what you put down so far. Alright, we got 90% of the answers for Kerouac with 1 for Cassidy. Your correct answer was Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac was the answer, one of the leaders of the beatnik movement. Alright, question number 7. Which Gulf Coast state license plate features the slogan Sportsman's Paradise? So what state features the Sportsman Paradise slogan? Answers available are Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. Once again, which Gulf Coast state license plate features the slogan Sportsman's Paradise? Is it Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, or Texas? Tell me which state it is. You just might get those points. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, we got a bigger split this time. Once again, we have 1 for Florida, we have 6 for Louisiana, we have 1 for Mississippi, and 2 for Texas. Your correct answer was Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana was your correct answer. All right, y'all. Now, we are getting ready for question number 8. Question number 8. What Midwest state is home to Cedar Point Amusement Park, the self-acclaimed America's roller coaster? Which state is home to Cedar Point? Is it Ohio, Illinois, Missouri, or Michigan? Once
No
again,
way.
what Midwest state is home to Cedar Point Amusement Park, the self-acclaimed America's roller coaster? Ohio, Illinois, Missouri, or Michigan?
The fingers you have used to dial are too fast.
Uh-oh. Do we have a fat finger situation in the booth? I think we might. We'll see what happens after we read these answers. All right, now we had a good split again. We had 4 each for both Ohio and Michigan, with 2 for Illinois. Your correct answer was Ohio. That's right.
My dad lives in Cleveland. I know this answer. I've been to Cedar Point many times. I just hit Illinois.
You just hit Illinois. It sometimes happens. You know how you remember that too? It's the state that's round on both ends and high in the middle is Ohio. That's a very dumb dad joke. Okay, cool. Let's get into it with your 9th question of the round. Here comes question number 9. Which of these states was not included in the original Route 66? So which one of these wasn't originally on Route 66? Was it Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, or Colorado? Once again, which of these states was not included in the original Route 66? Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, or Colorado? All right, you got 10 more seconds. Okay, so there's some logic happening in the studio. I was here. There was, what was it? There's a mountain, so you're going with.
Yeah, it's probably New Mexico.
That's where you feel. Okay, cool. Let's see what the answers that people thought it were. All right. So we do have a good split. We got 4 for Kansas and Colorado with 2 for New Mexico. Your correct answer was Colorado.
Oh my God!
That's what you put. Hey, there you go. There you go. So you second doubted once you saw the picture, right?
We bet against ourselves a lot.
That's okay, but you got the right answer, and that's what matters. So we have one more question coming your way. After we do this question, we're going to see our standings. We'll have a top 3, and we'll declare our trivia road tripper our winner for the round. All right, here comes question number 10. This one's about fonts. I really loved what I found out when I looked up this one. Yeah. The standard font used on mileage and highway exit signs in the United States is called Highway blank. What is the name of that font? It's Highway. Is it Helvetica, New Roman, Futura, or Gothic? Once again, the standard font used on mileage and highway exit signs in the United States is called Highway blank. Is it Highway Helvetica, Highway New Roman, Highway Futura, or Highway Gothic? You've got 10 seconds to tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, is it really? That's hilarious. Apparently, both people recognize this. 2 people in the studio recognize this exit sign, so that's very cute. I don't know. I'm very much not of the world. I know San Diego and Southern California only, so I was like, let's have a roundabout road tripping because it's not in my wheelhouse. All right, here we go. Let's see the answers. If you knew this one, your answers that you submitted, we had 6 for Helvetica, 2 for New Roman, 1 each for Futura and Gothic. Your correct font, that is known as Highway Gothic. Yeah, Highway Gothic. Now, that's one of those ones which, like, maybe you didn't know, but at least now we all
Personally,
learned.
I think we got hosed on that call.
Here, you know what I always like to do, too, is whenever you have an answer where only one person gets it right, I want to know who that one person is. Ian, way to go, Revenge of the Moron. Oh, I said Revenge of the Moon earlier, but that's Revenge of the Moron. All right.
So money and you don't even know it.
Let's see if that is the difference for you, Ian, because I think that might help out a lot. getting that one right when no one else did. So let's see our standings for the end of the round. Here comes our top three. First in third place, we have Mac. Hey, Mac, here to go, here on the couch, kicking butt with third place. We got 708 points. In second, that's Brian, the urinal, that gets number one. Yes, Ryan getting 715 points. And in first place, our man behind the glass, Turbo. Way to go, Jeff.
Yes, I deserve it all.
It's
Yes,
been
thank
a
you,
minute
thank
since you won a round, right?
I know. I was a bridesmaid all last week.
All
I
the
did.
last time
I
we
did
played, yeah.
Fourth place, 5 out of 6 rounds, and then did I squeeze out third? No, I didn't even.
No,
I
you
didn't
never even
Didn't
placed at a
podium.
third. But you got
Bro.
this round. Way to go, Mac, in third place with 708 points.
Thank you.
Want to shout out Ian. You did make up a lot of ground, 695 points. The Hot Noggins, 581 in sixth. Real John of Go See Cal with 589. Stefanocha, we have Randy, Jason, and Jenny also playing with us. So thank you guys for joining us. And don't worry, because I got more rounds that I think you guys are going to kill it at as we get further into the game. But a good showing, because all of those points do matter as we get ready for our next round. All the boys. Okay, all of the Hot Noggins are watching on the Discord. Thank you guys for checking it out. I really appreciate James, George, and all the guys for checking this out. Hey, now you guys know where to find me. If you guys want to keep watching some trivia, I'm here every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play
Yeah,
along individually.
That's thing. You guys could all play it. You guys could all scan the codes
individual
and challenge
rock and
each
roll.
other. Figure out
That's
who's
right.
the best at trivia.
You could
in
have
your
a sub
competition,
game,
right?
you know,
Anyways,
where you-
however you guys
Yeah,
want to do it,
exactly.
right? You guys, I just want to say thank you guys for checking it out. All right, cool. So we're gonna get into our next round of trivia. We'll have a little 6-minute break as we get ready for that next round. Okay, cool. So this next one, especially, it's near and dear to my heart. I have a question for our people on the couch. How do you guys feel about felt people? Like felt people with like little ping pong ball eyes? You know what I'm talking about? The Muppets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we got a whole round of your way coming about the Muppets. Yes. Oh, what?
The Ron Howard.
Oh, yes.
directed
So,
with
well,
Jim Henson.
maybe stop talking about stuff because that might be a question. Who knows?
Oh.
I'm just messing around. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. But like,
My
so
name is Gil, and this is Jill, and this is Bill.
that's really good, Jeff. Way to go. So we got some Muppet people in the house, which means we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I call this next round, it's time to play some trivia. It's time to light the lights because we're going to have some Muppet trivia coming at you tonight. So that's going to happen in about 6 minutes. You're going to see that countdown. I'm going to take a quick break and get myself another drink. While we're doing that, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and like this video on YouTube. Make some, go ahead and share all the cool things. If you're not following us on Twitch, if you're watching there, please do follow and subscribe on Twitch. Follow and subscribe on YouTube.
Yes,
like
yes,
the
yes,
videos,
please
do
follow,
all the
subscribe,
things.
and share too.
And
share.
Yeah, let your friends
Send
know.
it to your people that are sitting at home. You know they're sitting at home. You know those people are sitting at home doing nothing at Tuesday.
I tell people all the time, like the what you can do is you tell them like, oh, there's this fun thing. Play trivia with me and hang out, and then beat them at trivia.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
set
Slaughter
them
them.
up for failure by
Yep.
just telling them that there's this thing that's really fun. I'm gonna send you a link, and then crush them at trivia.
Yeah,
it's a lot
and
of
then
fun.
or if they're really good, you could be like, see, you could be my ringer.
Right. So yeah. Anyways, we'll be back with our next round of trivia coming your way in about 5 minutes. All right, y'all. We're getting ready for our next round of trivia. Now, if you haven't got set up already, if you're just joining us, you can get set up, scan that QR code. Now, if you aren't a fan of the Muppets, don't worry. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's guessable. It is still all multiple choice for you. And if this is your round, don't worry. We got some other non-pop culture kind of stuff coming your way in just a little bit. But we do have a round coming your way all about Jim Henson's creations, the Muppets, a little bit of movies, TV, and some of their songs, and a couple other things in between. That trips me out.
I'm not sure how I operate this over here. You just kind of left me. Hi!
Oh my god, I just saw that. That's amazing. Yeah, dude, that's a very impressive Kermit. I'm blown away every time you start doing that.
I can only do the lines from Muppets Take Manhattan. Right? Especially that one where he's got the amnesia.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Gil, and this is Jill.
I was trying to place that bit. Okay, very cool. Well, if there's any Muppets Take Manhattan questions, that might be prudent in the very near future.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, if you haven't signed up yet, now is a great time to do so. If you have, make sure you're liking and subscribing on all the platforms that you can. That really helps us out here. So, yeah, we got 2 minutes coming your way to this next round of trivia. And if you don't remember or didn't catch how this works, we're going to have 10 questions coming your way. Each question, the faster you get your answers in, the more points you get. The most points at the end of the round wins one of our honorific titles. For this round, whoever wins this round, we're just going to call them the Mightiest Muppet. That's right, you are the Mightiest Muppet if you can beat everyone else at some Muppet trivia. Now, like I said, it is all multiple choice, so you'll have a good chance to maybe deduce some of these names if you don't know them. A lot of it will be just kind of talking about some specific Muppets and maybe a couple specific pieces of media. So, Jeff, I don't have to ask you much, but you're a Muppet person, it sounds like, yeah?
Kermit the Frog here.
Yes, sir.
I still need to work on it, or I used to do it really well back when I was a kid.
I would say it's pretty good now. How about you guys on the couch?
Can you do it, Miss Piggy?
Can you do Miss Piggy?
You have to get really angry. You gotta get angry. There's an angry in there. There's a.
She's sweet and gruff because it's the same voice as
like
Yoda.
that.
It's Frank Oz, right? So
right.
I should stop giving away trivia before the round starts. No, I don't know if those are questions. I can't remember. But hey, he's my Kirby.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. You get close.
I can get a little close on that one.
And then
Gonzo was always my favorite.
Too.
Yeah,
that was. I need to hear it though. We'll see.
Well, we'll see. We got a lot of my favorite Muppets. A lot of my favorite Muppets don't have a lot of lines. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So here we go. We got trivia coming your way in 25 seconds. Remember, the answers will be the fastest on your device. So as you're looking for that answer, if you know it before I get to opening those answers, make sure you're looking at the device so you can get that answer in as fast as possible. Faster answers mean more points. Most points at the end of the round will be our winner for the round. For this round, you will be the Mightiest Muppet. Here we go. First question coming your way in 2 more seconds. Which of these beloved Muppets did Jim Henson first make using his mom's old coat and some ping pong balls? So which Muppet was that? Is it Fozzie the Bear, Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, or Gonzo? So once again, which of these beloved Muppets did Jim Henson first make using his mom's old coat and some ping pong balls? Fozzie, Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, or Gonzo? All right, answers are just about in. 2 more seconds to go. Let's see what you guys went with. The answers were, we had 2 for Fozzie with 2 for Gonzo and 6 for Kermit the Frog. The very first Muppet, the one that Jim Henson made, was Kermit the Frog. Yes, Kermit the Frog. It's pretty much just, some cloth and eyeballs, and just put your hand inside of it, start making it talk, and that's how he made Kermit the Frog. All right, let's get into your second question for the round. What nationality is this popular Muppet chef? Yes, what is this chef's nationality? Is he Serbian, Swiss, Spanish, or Swedish? Once again, what nationality is this popular Muppet chef? Are they Serbian, Swiss, Spanish, or Swedish?
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
I didn't, but someone,
okay, good.
Someone for sure did, because I damn near did.
I mean, there definitely are some there to make you throw you off. Everything there does start with an S. Let's see the answers you guys put down. All right, we had 2 for Swiss, 1 for Spanish, with 8 for Swedish. Brian Painter and Darren both letting us know in the chat that they fat fingered this situation. Your correct answer. It's the Swedish chef. That's right. Swedish is the nationality of that chef. Swedish chef was our correct answer there. All right. Oh, did you guys have a situation on the couch too? No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. We're gonna get there, but we got more questions.
Game. It's part of the strategy.
Part of the strategy, right? You want to go fast, but you also want to see those answers. So let's see what happens with your next question. What is the name of Dr. Bunsen Honeydew's wordless, anxious assistant in the Muppets Lab? That's right. What is Bunsen's assistant's name? Answers available are beaker, flask, pestle, and pipette. So once again, what is the name of Dr. Bunsen Honeydew's wordless, anxious assistant in the Muppets Lab? Beaker, flask, pestle, or pipette? Fortuna on the couch pointing out that everything up there is a bit of lab equipment. Your answers that you guys went with, we had 100% of the answers for beaker. That is because Bunsen Honeydew is always followed by beaker. Yes, beaker, a very important bit of lab equipment. All right, here we go. Question number 4. What frequent Judd Apatow collaborator co-wrote and stars in 2011's The Muppets? Is that Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Jason Segel, or Paul Rudd? So once again, what frequent Judd Apatow collaborator co-wrote and stars in 2011's The Muppets? Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Jason Segel, or Paul Rudd?
40% of all people know that.
All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys put down. All right, 82%, 9 of the answers for Jason Segel, with 2 for Paul Rudd. The person whose face is blurred out there is Jason Segel. Yes, Jason Segel was your correct answer. If you guys ever saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall, there's a whole Dracula musical he does with puppets. Yeah, and he actually got Jim Henson to do it, and that's where the ball got started for him co-writing the next Muppet movie.
Brian Henson.
Brian Henson, yes, sorry, my bad. Yeah. But that's where the ball got rolling there, and I'm a big fan of that Muppets movie. All right, one more question, then we're going to do our mid-round breakdown. So let's see question number 5. The house band on The Muppet Show was Dr. Teeth and the blank Mayhem. So fill in the blank for that question. Answers are electric, madcap, magnetic, and exciting. So once again, the house band on The Muppet Show was Dr. Teeth and the blank Mayhem. Was it electric, madcap, magnetic, or exciting? Yes, Animal, the drummer for that band. If it's not clear already, I do have a deep fascination with the Muppets. I have used Muppet stuff in other rounds. So let's see our answers for this one. We had 9 answers for the Electric Mayhem and 2 answers for the Magnetic Mayhem. Your correct name, it's Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. Yes, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem is the name. They actually had their own Disney Plus series. It's actually pretty decent. If you get a chance to check that out, it's pretty fun. All right, let's see our standings through 5 questions. All right, Turbo, you are a man of Muppet knowledge. Turbo, 458 points coming through. Hot Noggins with 396, and Ian in second. Revenge of the Moron with 432. But again, we do have a very tight group, right? Pretty much separated by 1 or 2 questions. A little bit of that speed factor. Everybody's picking up those points. So it is a good round. Not too bad for anyone just yet. All right, we got 5 questions down. 5 more questions to go. Let's get into it with question number 6. What curmudgeonly duo has been heckling the Muppets from their box seats overlooking the stage since 1975? Is it Hilton and Rogers, Grand and Savoy, Statler and Waldorf, or Poplar and Wendell? Once again, what curmudgeonly duo has been heckling the Muppets from their box seats overlooking the stage since 1975? Hilton and Rogers, Grand and Savoy, Statler and Waldorf, or Poplar and Wendell? 5 more seconds.
I don't know.
These guys are some of my favorite parts of the show. All of those, I believe, are hotel names up there. So we had one for Grand and Savoy and one for Hopler and Wendell, but 9 answers for Statler and Waldorf. Your correct answer was Statler and Waldorf. Statler and Waldorf. Someone please name your kids Polar and Wendell, or Poplar and Wendell. Thank you for mentioning that, Mookie. That's a great shout. All right, Shell. Here comes question number 7. Number 7 for the round. Which of these oversized Muppets is named Sweetums? Which one of these is Sweetums?
Wow, great question.
Yeah. Now I can't really describe these. We do have the pictures up there for you. Is it the blue one, the one with the big nose, the purplish sad one, or the skinnier green one here? So which one of these oversized Muppets is named Sweetums? Yeah. This is a great.
We'll play.
You're gonna play. This is one of my favorite ones. I don't know if anybody went to the Muppet Show that they used to have at Disney California Adventure, but they'd actually have this character pop out of the screen, and it was always my favorite part of the show. All right, let's see what y'all went with. All right, we had 3 answers for the blue one, with 5 for our guy with the big red nose, or a big pink nose in the middle, 2 for the purple guy, and 1 for the green dude at the end. Your correct answer? That's Sweetums. Yeah, the scariest looking one is, of course, Sweetums. Very sweet character. Just wants to be included all the time. All right, question number 8 is coming your way. What was Scooter's job on the Muppet Show? So yeah, everyone had a job on the show, or not everyone, but some of them did. What was Scooter's job on the Muppet Show? Was he choreographer, stage manager, director, or producer?
You could qualify this at one of 3 of them here, I think.
I think he has an official title, and that's what we're going with. It's the official title that he has. So what was Scooter's job? He did a lot of things. Kermit does a lot of things on the show, right? He puts out fires. He's a literal firefighter, but he's also not the firefighter of the Muppets, right? Yeah. So that's part of it. All right, now let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 1 for each of our answers besides stage manager, with 8 for stage manager. So stage manager did pull away with it. Let's see what the correct answer was. It was, in fact, stage manager. So yeah, he does do a little bit of everything on the show, but really what he's supposed to be doing is managing everybody on stage. All right, we got 2 more questions coming your way for this game. Here comes question number 9. Now, going back to that 2011 Muppets movie, what legendary drummer plays Animal, drummer for the Muppets tribute band, the Muppets, in 2011's The Muppets? So yeah, who was pretending to be Animal? Which legendary drummer was it? Was it Travis Barker, Chad Smith, Dave Grohl, or Ringo Starr? Once again, what legendary drummer plays Animal, drummer for the Muppets tribute band, the Muppets, in 2011's The Muppets? Travis Barker, Chad Smith, Dave Grohl, or Ringo Starr? I didn't know you could say Muppets and Muppets so many times in one sentence, but there you are. Yeah, that was very challenging. Here come the answers you guys went with. All right, good split this time. Everybody getting a little love, 2 each for Travis, Chad, and Ringo, with 5 answers for Dave Grohl. Your correct answer, playing the role of Animal, it's Dave Grohl. Yes, Dave Grohl, always down to be a little silly with it. All right, we got 1 more question coming your way. 1 more question about Muppets. Now, for this question, after I read it, I'm going to go into the standings for our top 3 and declare our mightiest Muppet at number 1. Question number 10. What Oscar-winning director directed the 2024 Henson documentary, Idea Man? Answers available are Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, and Danny Boyle. Once again, what Oscar winner directed the 2024 Jim Henson documentary, Idea Man? Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, or Danny Boyle?
I would like to see a Scorsese.
I would love to see Scorsese do something with the Muppets.
It would also be 4 hours long.
Yeah, I would watch anything with the Muppets for 4 hours. That's pretty fair. So yeah, just like redo The Godfather, and it's just Robert De Niro and a bunch of Muppets. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's see what your answers were. Let's see if you remember what Fortuna said at the beginning of the game. We had 7 for Ron Howard, 2 for Martin Scorsese, 1 for Spielberg, and 1 for Danny Boyle. Your correct answer was Ron Howard. Yes, Ron Howard in the Jim Henson documentary that just came out. And we did talk about it right before the round started. So if you guys were actually paying attention, you might have just caught it from learning that. Hey, it's still trivia you learned and picked up and made sure to have for the end of the game if you guys got it that way. All right, let's see. Our top three, we are to declare our winners for this round. Our top three and our mightiest Muppet at number 1. Third place is Hot Noggins. Way to go, James George and the boys. In third place, 728 points. In second with 732 points ahead of them, it's Ian, Revenge of the Moron. And in first place, hey, it's Randy Butternums. Way to go, Randy Butternums.
Yeah, I really blew that last time.
Did you? Well, shout out to Randy Butternums. This is really fun. So just anybody who doesn't know, that's my brother playing along with us. And yeah, the fact that I get to like look in the camera right now and go, Michael, you are the mightiest Muppet. That's a cool thing that I get to do today. So way to go, Mikey. You are the mightiest Muppet. First place with 802 points. We had a really good game, actually. You know, even in sixth place, over 650 points. Way to go for Suburban Rain. That's Darren. Real John kicking it off with 659 points. And Turbo, there you are again in fourth place with 705 points.
Yep, starting the night again.
You know what? But
we at least won the first round, though.
Yeah, that's good. And then two, I always like to look at this part, right, where you can kind of see how many answers everyone's getting right. Most of you got most of the answers right. This is just an indication if it came down to speed, right? See, most people got like 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 or 6 out of 10. So that's where it just comes down to speed. So, you know, and it's okay. Again, if that wasn't your round, we've got more trivias coming your way because our next round of trivia, well, I like to call this round Less Zoom, More Zoo. That's right. I've got a round. Yes, we're going to have a round about animals, a round about zoos. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit about everything involved in zoos. Some maybe really famous zoos are going to be featured in this one, and a little bit of animal stuff coming your way. So, James saying in the chat that he's ironically seen The Muppets at least 6 times. I don't know how you ironically see a movie 6 times. But that's pretty great. And yeah, just thank you guys for hanging out with us in the chat. All right, y'all. That's the first round you've taken in however many weeks. Way to go, Mookie. We are going to get into our next round of trivia. I'm throwing up the countdown in 6 minutes. So 6 minutes until our zoo-focused trivia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for our next round of trivia coming your way in about 2 more minutes. Now, if you haven't got set up yet, this is the time to do so. Just all you got to do is scan that QR code. It'll take you right to the room. You're going to punch in your name, and you'll be ready for 10 questions of trivia. This round, we're calling it Less Zoom, More Zoo, because it's all about animals and things featured at the zoo, as well as some pretty famous, popular zoos as well. So if you are the winner of this round, we're going to determine that. The faster you answer, the more points you get. The most points at the end of the round will be the winner. For this round, the winner of the round, we're going to call you the Trivia Tavern Kazoo Keeper, because we don't have any animals here, but we got a lot of kazoos. So you can be our Trivia Tavern Kazoo Keeper if you win this round. 10 questions coming your way, and at the end of our 6th round, we're also going to be declaring an overall winner, so don't worry if you don't win this round. Keep adding up those points, because at the end of 6 rounds, we're going to have what we call the Trivia Traveler, the person that had the most points across those 6 rounds. So all kinds of questions coming your way about zoos, animals that you'd find in them, and famous zoos in about 50 seconds. Just in case you don't remember, all of the questions are speed-based. You want to answer those questions as fast as you can. The faster you answer, the more points you get. And at the end of the round, the most points at the end of the round will be the winner. We do always like to advise you, make sure to look out for those answers before you hit it. Make sure you're getting that right answer because, well, last round we did have several fat finger situations. It does happen. It's okay. Sometimes you get excited.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
That's right. It happens to us. It happens to the best of us. You always just want to make sure to get those answers that you want to get. We've got trivia coming your way in 15 seconds. That's right. This one, less Zoom, more Zoo. All right, first question coming your way in 5 seconds. Well, now 5 seconds, I'll say. All right, here we go. First question coming your way. Let's do this. Your first question for this round. Which of these animals resides in the aviary section of a zoo? So which one of those animals is it? A tamarin, a tiger, a tortoise, or a toucan? Which of these animals resides in the aviary section of a zoo? Tamarin, tiger, tortoise, or toucan? Tell me which one of those T animals hangs out in the aviary.
She blinded me with science.
All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. 100% of the answers for toucan. That's right. What hangs out in an aviary? Birds. Birds hang out in the aviary. So your toucan is your correct answer. All right, we got your second question for this round coming your way. Second question goes like this. What New York City zoo is the largest urban zoo in the United States? Is it the Bronx Zoo, Central Park Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo, or Queens Zoo? So once again, what New York City zoo is the largest urban zoo in the United States? Is it the Bronx Zoo, Central Park Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo, or Queens Zoo?
I don't know.
All right, answers in. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 64% for the Bronx Zoo, 36% for Central Park Zoo. Your correct answer was the Bronx Zoo. Bronx Zoo was the zoo that got you points. All right, question 2 down. Question 3 coming your way, and it goes like this. Sorry if you have a phobia, but this is a close-up of what creepy creature? What is that? Is that a bat, moth, tarantula, or murder hornet? Once again, this is a close-up of what creepy creature? Bat, moth, tarantula, or murder hornet?
The fingers you have used to dial.
No, we got a fat finger situation already.
I can't believe it.
That sometimes you gotta slow down, see the right answer. And we get excited because we know what that is when you see it. Maybe you know what it is when you see it. Let's see if you knew what it was when you saw it. Answers, we got 1 each for bat, moth, and I'm guessing one of those was the fat finger. The other one we had was our tarantula answer with 9 answers. Your correct answer, that is a tarantula. Yes, that is a tarantula. All right, question number 4 coming at you. In what city zoo can you feed giraffes while viewing this famous harbor? So look at that harbor and tell me where you think that might be. Is that San Francisco, Shanghai, Singapore, or Sydney? Once again, in what city zoo can you feed giraffes while viewing this famous harbor? San Francisco, Shanghai, Singapore, or Sydney?
This question is based on the resolution and the transmission speed of your internet.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are seeing that in time. There's always gonna be some technical errors, but hey, it is what it is. All right, here comes your answers. Let's see if you guys can see it. All right, yeah, we had 1 answer for San Francisco, 2 for Singapore, and 73% of the answers for Sydney. Now, if you look right there in the corner of that picture, you can see the Opera House. That is the Sydney Opera House. Sydney is the harbor where you can see those. All right, so we got one more question, then we're going to see our mid-round breakdown. Question number 5 is next. What fictional bear was inspired by a rescued Canadian black bear cub who lived at the London Zoo? Answers are available are Rupert Bear, Paddington Bear, Winnie the Pooh, and Yogi Bear. Once again, what fictional bear was inspired by a rescued Canadian black bear cub who lived at London Zoo? Rupert Bear, Paddington Bear, Winnie the Pooh, or Yogi Bear?
I think this is going to surprise some people.
Yeah, okay, let's see what the consensus is after we pick up these answers, because I will be curious about this one. All right, we do have a good split. We've got 6 for Paddington, 4 for Winnie the Pooh, 2 for Yogi Bear. So I do think that this is going to surprise some people because your correct answer is Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Now, famously, Winnie the Pooh was a real stuffed animal, but also was based off a real life bear too. The stuffed animal was sold based off of the bear that they had at the London Zoo. All right, cool. So we got 5 questions down. Let's see our mid-round standing. Let's see how you're doing through 5 questions. All right. In first place, we have the Urinals. Let's get number 1. In second, it's Mac here on the couch with us with 374 points. Just behind Mac with 371 with just 3 points behind. It's Randy Butternubs in third place. We got Jenny Jenny, you're going to have to help me on how to pronounce that one. I know I should be doing it better. I'm that Mexican, but not Mexican enough to read it and get it right anytime I see it. Jenny Saipas. We have the Revenge of the Moron. Ian in 5th with 364 points. And Jason right behind with 355. J-Dog. Turbo, Hot Noggins. We got Suburban Rain, Darren playing. So a pretty good grouping, right? This is actually a pretty close game through 5 questions. So we have 5 more to go. We're going to get into our question number 6 coming your way right now. Got some more points coming your way. Let's get rid of those standings. Also, after we do this round, and once we finish this round, we're going to check in on our multi-round standings, see what we're doing through 3 rounds of trivia with our overall standings. But before we do that, let's finish out the round. 5 more questions to go. What kind of butterfly does this coloration shown here belong to? Is that Viceroy butterfly, Queen butterfly, Monarch butterfly, or Emperor butterfly? So once again, what kind of butterfly does this coloration shown here belong to? Viceroy, Queen, Monarch, or Emperor? I thought that belonged to Madam Butterfly. No, that's a joke. All right, your answers that you guys went with. Let's see. We had 100% of the answers, all 12, going to the Monarch Butterfly. Your correct answer was indeed the Monarch Butterfly. Monarch is the coloration you see there. All right, 4 more questions to go. Question number 7. Established in 1752, Schönbrunn Zoo in blank is the world's oldest zoo. So tell me where that zoo is located. Is it Berlin, Stockholm, Vienna, or Warsaw? Once again, established in 1752, Schönbrunn Zoo in blank is the world's oldest zoo. Berlin, Stockholm, Vienna, or Warsaw. Tell me where you'd find it. You're going to get those points.
Sounds German. Could be Austrian.
Yeah. No, okay, cool. So yeah, we're going through the language, right? You're looking at that word. You're trying to figure out where it might be from. So that's always a good idea to tackle it that way. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, really big spread. Yeah, huge spread. All right, 42% of the answers for Berlin, with 2 answers each for Warsaw and Stockholm, 3 for Vienna. Let's see what your answer was. Your correct answer was Vienna. Did you go with Vienna? Did you go with Berlin? No, you guys were right there. It's okay. Sometimes it happens that way. It comes down to a 50-50, but it was tough for a lot of people. So let's see what happens with question number 8. All right, here we go. What about the world famous San Diego Zoo? In 1991, the Clover Shaw Reptile House at the San Diego Zoo featured a 2-headed corn snake named blank. What were the names of those 2 heads? Were they Bonnie and Clyde, Lucy and Ethel, Sonny and Cher, or Thelma and Louise? So once again, in 1991, the Clover Shaw Reptile House at San Diego Zoo featured a 2-headed corn snake named Bonnie and Clyde, Lucy and Ethel, Sonny and Cher, or Thelma and Louise. You got 5 more seconds.
What about the Amy Klobuchar?
They're very good. That's nice wordplay. She doing big things. I don't know. Here we go. I really don't pay enough attention to politics to actually say anything of note. All right, here come your answers. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had a good split this time. 1 each for Lucy and Ethel and Sonny and Cher, with 4 answers for Bonnie and Clyde, 6 for Thelma and Louise. What were the names of that 2-headed snake? It's Thelma and Louise. Yes, Thelma and Louise. Woo! How you doing, Eric? Good to see you, man. All right, y'all. So we got more friends hanging out in the studio. We got 2 more questions coming your way for this round. Here comes question number 9. Number 9. What sporting event did an octopus named Paul in a German aquarium accurately predict in 2010? So this one, I'm looking for a sporting event. Your answers available are the FIFA World Cup, the Super Bowl, the Tour de France, and the Wimbledon Championships. So once again, what sporting event did an octopus named Paul in a German aquarium accurately predict in 2010? The FIFA World Cup, the Super Bowl, the Tour de France, or the Wimbledon Championships? Fortuna on the couch asking, can Paul predict the lottery but just for me? That'd be really cool. Here we go. Let's see what Paul did. Answers. We had 10 answers, 91% of the answers for the World Cup, with 1 for Wimbledon. Your correct answer was the World Cup. Yes, Paul can predict the World Cup, but just once in 2010. All right, we have our last question for this round. After we do this question, we're going to figure out who is our winner for this round. That's right, they are going to be our Trivia Tavern Kazoo Keeper, because we don't have real animals here. All right, here comes your last question for the round. What animals famously escaped from Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar's private zoo in 1993? So your animals available are gorillas, hippos, kangaroos, and lions. Once again, what animals famously escaped from Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar's private zoo in 1993? Gorillas, hippos, kangaroos, or lions? All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 4 for hippos with 8 for lions. Yeah, I guess a lot of people don't know this. To me, this is one of the most fascinating stories. Colombia has a hippo problem now because of because of Pablo Escobar. And it's basically a situation where it's like, oh yeah, everything about this place is great for hippos, except for the fact that they have no natural predators, so now they just run amok and they just keep spreading. Yeah, eventually Colombia.
That's actually incredible.
It's an incredibly fantastically weird story. It's just
that makes me want to research more.
Definitely.
I didn't watch Narcos and all that stuff. Is it in that?
Right. It's like if you heard of Cocaine Bear, this is Cocaine Hippos, but there's a lot of them. They should do a
wow.
They should do a Sharknado about these hippos.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, here we go. If you did, hopefully you knew it. And if you didn't, it's okay. Now you guys know. Go look into it. It's fascinating. But without further ado, let's get into our top 3 for this round. Let's find out who our Trivia Kazoo Keeper will be in 3rd place. Hey, there you go. 654. And that's going to help you guys out for maybe being the Trivia Traveler. In 3rd place, it's Mac. In 2nd, Real John. Way to go, Real John of Cal. Go see Cal. And in 1st place, It's the urinal getting number 1. Brian, one of our regular trivia travelers. Way to go, Brian. You are our first place and now there he goes, Trivia Tavern Kazookeeper, in addition to Beef Supreme and all the titles you've won along the way. Way to go, Brian. And then there's the rest of our standings. In 4th place, way to go, Jason, just outside of placement with 621 points in 4th. 615 points for both Randy Butternubs and Revenge of the Moron Ian, both tied for 5th place there. 582 points for Jenny and everybody else rounding us out there. So way to go. Hope you guys did well that round. And if you didn't, don't worry. We got all kinds of trivia still coming your way. All right, but you know what? We've done 3 rounds of trivia. Let's see what we're doing with our multi-round breakdown stats. Yeah, let's get into our top 3 and the rest for how we've done for 3 rounds of trivia. Now, don't worry, we're still going to have more trivia. Hey, Turbo, there you are. Yeah, in 3rd place after 3 rounds. In 2nd, it's Brian, the urinal, getting number 1 in 2nd with 2033. And in 1st place, hey, it's Ian. Hasn't won a round yet, but he's in 1st place. Revenge on the Moron. Yeah, in 1st place through our first 3 rounds. Now, these are the standings based on adding up your points for all 3 rounds. You're not doing bad. It's just, this is accumulation, so it's just a little bit of everything. But it's okay, because we do have 3 more rounds of trivia coming your way. So yeah, this is where it really gets into getting those extra points. If you don't have to win a whole round if you just keep stacking up those points across every round. And yeah, we got good games for a lot of people, and you still don't know whose round it's going to be as we get ready for our next set of no place to go but, well, Ian's not finishing that sentence in the chat yet, but I think I know what you're alluding to. We'll see how you do, Ian. We got you set for more trivia. Next round of trivia. Now, it is June, which means it is Pride Month. And guess what? It's Pride Month here at Trivia Tavern as well. The Trivia Tavern is for everyone. I believe that very truly to my heart. So we're going to have a round all about Pride, all about icons, legends, and some history. A little bit of everything this round. So Pride history, LGBTQ history, and icons. So that's coming your way in 6 minutes. And then we're going to have 3 more rounds of trivia. So get yourself a drink. If you haven't already, make sure to like us on YouTube. Subscribe to this page. If you're watching us on Twitch, subscribe there and follow. All the good stuff. Make sure you're doing it for us. And just share it with your friends. Or if not, don't worry. Just hang out and play some trivia. All right, more trivia coming your way in about 5.5 minutes.
Fun will now commence.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, we are 3 minutes away. Yeah, right, Bender? We're almost there. We're getting ready for some more trivia coming your way in 3 minutes. Now, we're entering the second half of the game, but there's still plenty of time to get lots of points and acquire all those points to be our Trivia Traveler, to be the winner at the end of the game. At the end of this round, we are just going to have our proudest patron of the Trivia Tavern, because this next round is all about Pride Month here at the Trivia Tavern. All kinds of questions coming your way, honoring icons of the LGBTQ plus era, and yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. We're going to have all kinds of stuff coming your way that way. We're also going to have a little bit of history, so a little bit of everything coming your way for this round. Now, if you haven't already got set up for this game, all you have to do is scan that QR code. It'll take you to the room to get those answers in. And if that's not working for you, you can also go to crowd.live and enter the code JBMHJ. Haha, I just said HJ. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. It's not part of the trivia. All right, we're getting ready for some...
I don't know.
We are getting ready for some more trivia coming your way in 2 minutes. How's everybody? How's the trivia treating you guys so far? If you guys are enjoying it, let us know here in the chat. I'm going to say I'm so stoked to see some of you guys. Randy Butternubs, James George, Ian, Darren, Brian, everybody who I haven't said. Oh, Jenny, Jason, Stephanie, thank you guys for watching. It's always a blast to have you guys. Also, I'm so glad that you guys are watching. Stephanie, Jason, Jenny, if you guys are, let me know in the chat. Are you guys watching together? Are you guys doing your own thing? I hope whatever happens, Stephanie gets home okay. So yeah, 90 more seconds coming your way for that trivia. 90 seconds until we kick off our Pride round. So I'll be back in about 1 minute to kick off that round.
40% of all people know that.
Fun will now commence.
Yes, that's right. The fun will now commence. We are getting ready for our next round of trivia. It's kicking off in 35 seconds. Remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. The most points at the end of the round will be the winner for the round. All the points are cumulative as well for our final standings at the end of the night to declare our Trivia Traveler, the person with the most points across our 6 rounds of trivia. Oh, hey, check it out. So, yeah, Stephanie and Jenny letting me know that they're all hanging out together, watching on the big screen, drinking a cocktail. That's the way to do it. I love the way that you guys are doing it. So, yeah, if you guys are watching together, like I know James and George, you said you're watching with all the boys. So, thank you guys for watching as a group of friends. I think that's really cool. Happy to be part of your night. All right, it is time to kick off our round. Now, this first question for the game is going to be asking about a TV show. Which of these sitcoms starred Sean Hayes, co-host of the popular podcast Smartless? So which one of these was hosted, or sorry, which one of these featured Sean Hayes? Was it Just Shoot Me, Will and Grace, Third Rock from the Sun, or News Radio? So once again, which of these sitcoms starred actor Sean Hayes, co-host of the popular podcast Smartless? Is it Just Shoot Me, Will and Grace, Third Rock from the Sun, or is it News Radio? Now, up there you do see the co-hosts of the Smartless podcast. I know it's Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett, right? Those are the guys who host that podcast. Now, let's see what show featured Sean Hayes. We had 100% of the answers going to Will and Grace. Your correct answer is, of course, Will and Grace. Yes, one of the iconic LGBTQ shows. Sorry, I just saw Ricardo's comment in the chat. It's not the speed, it's the girth. You know what? The girth might help you out in this game, but the speed might help you out a little bit more. All right, let's see what happens with question number 2. On June 28th, 1969, a police raid at blank in New York's Greenwich Village triggered a new gay liberation movement. So where did this happen? Was it Julius, Studio 54, the Stonewall Inn, or the Black Cat? So once again, on June 28th, 1969, a police raid at blank in New York's Greenwich Village triggered a new gay liberation movement. Was it Julius's, Studio 54, the Stonewall Inn, or the Black Cat? 5 more seconds. All right, answers in. Let's see what you put down. All right, we had 1 each for Julius's, and the Black Cat was 7 for Stonewall and 4 for Studio 54. Yes, known as the Stonewall Riots. The Stonewall
Very terrible.
Inn.
Don't look it up.
What's that?
I said it's very terrible. Don't look it
Oh
up.
no, I mean it is. It is big. It's a big part of history, and it is kind of a big catalyst into kicking off some of the new civil rights movement for gay and the whole LGBTQ movement for that era. All right, now your question number 3 for this one. We're talking about a film. Who plays the titular wealthy divorcee in the 2015 queer romantic period drama Carol? So who plays Carol in that film? Is it Cate Blanchett, Amy Adams, Anne Hathaway, or Laura Dern? Once again, who plays the titular wealthy divorcee in the 2015 queer romantic period drama Carol? Cate Blanchett, Amy Adams, Anne Hathaway, or Laura Dern? You got 10 seconds to tell. All right, y'all. We got your answers in. Answers figured out for you. Let's see what you guys went with. All right. We got 7 for Cate Blanchett, 2 for Amy Adams, and 4 for Laura Dern. Your correct answer was Cate Blanchett. Yes, Cate Blanchett. She is an icon. And your 4th question for this round goes like this. Actress Cassandra Peterson is better known as her legendary character, Elvira blank of the Dark. So fill in that blank with one of these words. Is it Empress, Mistress, Sweetheart, or Sovereign? Once again, actress Cassandra Peterson is better known as her legendary character, Elvira blank of the Dark. Empress, Mistress, Sweetheart, or Sovereign? Which one is it?
You're here, USA, up all night with...
Yes. Well, this was one of those things that, like, I watched the movie when I was way too young to see it, but my parents showed it to me. And you know what? Then I realized she's an icon. Her whole thing was like, I'm going to take a goth character and talk like a Valley girl the whole time. And it became iconic. So let's see your answers. We had 3 for Empress and 10 for Mistress. Your correct answer, that is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Mistress of the Dark. Fortuna, you were also mentioning too, she's still doing it, right? Yeah, she's still doing it. She's amazing. She's still doing it. She's fantastic. Cassandra Peterson, a really cool human being. All right, question number 5. What LGBTQ plus pop singer released their breakout debut album In the Lonely Hour in 24? Oh, I went to the next question. In 2014. That's okay. I can go back. Your answer's available. So who released that album In the Lonely Hour in 2014? Was it Rufus Wainwright, Adam Lambert, Troye Sivan, or Sam Smith? Once again, what LGBTQ plus pop singer released their breakout debut album In the Lonely Hour in 2014? Rufus Wainwright, Adam Lambert, Troye Sivan, or Sam Smith? There we go. Yeah, that's as much of the songs you can play before YouTube is like, hey, knock it off. Yeah, you get like 2 seconds. That's how much you get to hear. All right, y'all. We got those answers in. After we do these answers too, we're going to do our mid-round breakdown answers for this one. All right, we had 4 for Adam Lambert and 9 for Sam Smith. Your correct answer, that is the debut album for Sam Smith. Yeah, Sam Smith was your correct answer there. All right, 5 questions down. Let's see how we're doing through the round. All right, Mac here on the couch. Yeah, crushing it. 455 points in second. Yeah, Fortuna is taking a lot of the credit there, but it's okay. In second place, we have 434 points for Randy Butternubs. Way to go, Randy. In third, it's Jenny with 354 points. Real John in fourth with 350, and Ian in fifth with 319. Ricardo saying, at least I'm consistent. Ricardo, hey, sometimes it's just not your rounds, but that's okay. We're so appreciative that you're here. Maybe one of my last 2 rounds will be one of your rounds. Who else we got up there? Yeah, Stefanocha, 297 points. But this is just halfway through the round. We do have 5 more questions coming your way. So let's see what happens after we do those next 5 questions. All right, question number 6 is coming. What color stripe was removed from the original Rainbow Pride flag because that shade of fabric was not readily available? Yeah, what color was originally removed? Was it blue, green, pink, or gold? Once again, what color stripe was removed from the original Rainbow Pride flag because that shade of fabric was not readily available? Blue, green, pink, or gold?
I don't know.
I'm afraid we need to use math.
All right, let's see the answers you guys came up with. All right, so we had a lot of our answers for gold. That was where most of our answers went. We did have 3 for pink and 1 each for blue and green. Your correct answer might surprise you. It's the color pink. Yes, pink is not. I think now it's not even technically really part of it because now we just use the Roy G. Biv flag, and that's part of. And like pink is included as part of the trans elements now that we do that. But yeah, so originally it wasn't part of that original rainbow. All right, here we go. Clue number 7. Who co-wrote and stars in 2022's Bros, one of the first ever gay romantic comedy films produced by a major Hollywood studio? So who co-wrote and produced that? Was it Matt Bomer, Zachary Quinto, Billy Eichner, or Jim Parsons? Once again, who co-wrote and stars in 2022's Bros, one of the first ever gay romantic comedy films produced by a major Hollywood studio? Matt Bomer, Zachary Quinto, Billy Eichner, or Jim Parsons? Ricardo's back in the chat just answering the Kardashians for everything. They will never be the answer to one of my questions. No, just kidding. They might. They might. They're, you know what? They've influenced a lot of things. Yeah, I would say they've influenced plenty of things. It's like, no, they could actually really be the answer to something. All right, here we go. Let's see the answers you guys went with. Answers were, all right, big spread this time. We got 3 for Bomer, 2 for Quinto, 6 for Eichner, and 2 for Parsons. Your correct answer. One of my favorite comedians with his segments on the street. It's Billy on the Street, Billy Eichner. Yes. To this day, I cannot think of Cate Blanchett without thinking, it's like, is Cate Blanchett good or is she just tall? Because of Billy Eichner. So that's in my head forever. Yeah. Which show? Difficult People. No, I haven't seen it. Well, I mean, my favorite Billy Eichner, he was in Parks and Rec as just like one of the ancillary characters. That's great. It's so great. He's stuck in my head all the time. All right, y'all. We got 3 more questions for this round. Question number 8 coming your way. All right, question number 8. What U.S. city is home to the legendary Liberace Museum? Yes, what city is home to the legendary Liberace Museum? Is it Las Vegas, Atlantic City, San Francisco, or New York City? Once again, what U.S. city is home to the legendary Liberace Museum? Las Vegas, Atlantic City, San Francisco, or New York City? Tell me which city it is. You might get those points. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you put down. All right, 77% of the answers, 10 for Vegas and 3 for Atlantic City. Your correct answer was Las Vegas, baby. That's right. Liberace Museum is in Las Vegas. Yeah, well, I say it's not too far. Let's go. All right, question number 9 coming your way in just a second. Question number 9. Which of these stand-up comics worked for the National Security Administration prior to breaking out in comedy? Was it Ellen DeGeneres, Kate McKinnon, Tig Notaro, or Wanda Sykes? So which of these stand-up comics worked for the NSA, the National Security Administration, prior to breaking out in comedy? DeGeneres, McKinnon, Notaro, or Sykes? 10 more seconds.
I don't know.
All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, 1 for DeGeneres, 2 for McKinnon, 5 for Tig Notaro, and 4 for Wanda Sykes. Definitely, so NSA, right, feels like takes no bullshit out of those people. That's, to me, Wanda Sykes. Yes, Wanda Sykes used to work in the NSA before she was a comedian.
No way!
Yeah, and all the people that we're featuring in these answers are also part of the LGBT community, which is pretty cool. All right, I got your last question for you for this one. After we do this question, we will find out our winner and declare our proudest patron of the Trivia Tavern. All right, question number 10. What U.S. Supreme Court case granted same-sex couples the right to marry in all 50 states in 2015? So we are looking for a Supreme Court case for this one. Is it Oberfell versus Hodges, Baker versus Nelson, Bowers versus Hardwick, or Romer versus Evans. Once again, what U.S. Supreme Court case granted same-sex couples the right to marry in all 50 states in 2015? Was it Oberfell versus Hodges, Baker versus Nelson, Bowers versus Hardwick, or Romer versus Evans that made it the law of the land? All right, 3 seconds left.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There. We don't save those. We do have science questions coming up later. All right, so here we go. Let's see the answers for this one. All right, this is one of our most even splits so far. 5 for Oberfell and Hodges, 3 for Baker and Nelson, 2 for Bowers and Hardwick, and 3 for Romer versus Evans. Your correct answer was... Oh, there you go. Oberfell versus Hodges. That's right, Oberfell versus Hodges. So that was your correct answer. All right, so that was a very close game. So let's find out our winners, our standings, our top 3 for our Pride at Trivia Tavern round. All right, here comes our top 3. First in third place, we have Mac. Hey, collecting more points. Those are going to really start to add up for that final standings. Ian also with 653 points. We are developing a race for our Trivia Traveler. And hey, Randy Butternubs, Mikey winning our second game of the night. Way to go, Mikey. Way to go, Randy Butternubs. You are the proudest patron of the Trivia Tavern. Now, this was a very close game, only a difference of like 26 points between first and second, and then another 30 to our next player. Then who did we have bringing up 4th through 6th? Let's see. Real John with 601 points. Stefanocha, hey, way to go, Steph, coming into 5th place in that round. And Jenny right behind her. So way to go, you guys, hanging out on the couch, playing together. You guys were our 4th and 5th players for that round. Or 5th and 6th for that round, I should say. Brian bringing up right behind. So way to go, get your points too. That was a little bit of a harder round, but hey, if you didn't know those, cool. We all learned something. All right, we got 2 more rounds of trivia coming, and we did our history, we did some stuff. We're gonna have one more pop culture round coming your way, and then a science round. This pop culture round, we just had Father's Day, so this one is for the movie daddies. That's right, this one's all gonna be about dads, fathers in different films and things of that nature. That's right, all about fathers and honors of Father's Day from movies. So we will be kicking off this round in 6 more minutes. All right, 6 minutes. figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're getting ready for some more trivia. We're just talking about some trivia ideas for more categories. I always want to let you guys know if you're watching, you're enjoying this, but you want to see more of your categories represented, let me know in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to see. Shout out to James. You know, we mentioned we had science questions coming out, and he just typed out science because he knows. Yeah, you know. And shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie and Jenny saying in their last round, they are allies. That's why they did so well coming in with the rest of the pack. All right, y'all. So we do have 2 more minutes coming your way before our next round of trivia. This next round of trivia, we're talking about dads in movies. That's right. This whole round is going to be about fathers in film. We're going to have 10 more multiple choice questions coming your way. Winner at the end of this round will be the person who has the most points. The way you get the most points, answer the fastest. If you get the question right, you will get the points based on how fast you answer. But always be sure to be diligent about finding the right answer because there's no way to change that answer. You are locked in once you answer. You're missing out on those points if you go too fast or fat finger the situation. At the end of this round,
the fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
Don't let that happen. At the end of this round, we will declare a winner, the person with the most points. I'm calling them the Dadliest Warrior. Yes, the Dadliest Warrior. If you ever saw the Deadliest Warrior back on Spike.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no pressure. Questions about breakfast cereals and their associated mascot characters. You know what's funny, Mikey? I legitimately almost had that as a round today. So not just breakfast cereals, but about like trivia about mascots. So I definitely think we'll see advertising mascots in the very near future. So yeah, no pressure, but Dadliest Warrior is on the line, and all the points you get in this round do continue to add up to declare our trivia traveler. We've got 13 people waiting in the lobby for this game, so we are getting set for some more trivia coming your way. Anyone out there who, if you guys have a favorite movie dad? Mine was always Goofy from a very goofy movie. There's a lot of good ones out there. So we're kicking off this next round of trivia. First question coming your way in about 15 seconds. Everyone here in the tavern is getting their next drink because that's the way we like to do things. So if you're watching and you're having a drink with us, make sure to let us know just what's going on. All right, here we go. First question of the round coming your way in 1 second. First question of our movie Daddy round. All right, here we go. Screen legend James Earl Jones reprised his role as blank for the 2019 remake of The Lion King. What character fills in that blank? Is it Simba, Scar, Pumbaa, or Mufasa? Once again, screen legend James Earl Jones reprised his role as blank for the 2019 remake of The Lion King. Simba, Scar, Pumbaa, or Mufasa? All right, 10 more seconds.
Everything you see here, everything the light touches,
will one day be yours. All right, your answers. Your correct answer. Let's see what you guys put. We had 1 for Pumbaa. I think that might be a fat finger situation. 12 for Mufasa. Your correct answer was Mufasa. Yes, Mufasa was your correct answer. James Earl Jones, this is CNN, the voice of Mufasa.
This is CNN.
Yes.
I can't go as low as he.
Oh, no. He's the legendary lowest voice in the business. All right. Question number 2 coming your way. What funny man plays a reluctant father to an orphaned 5-year-old boy in the 1999 comedy Big Daddy? Answers available are Will Ferrell, Jack Black, Ben Stiller, and Adam Sandler. So once again, what funny man plays a reluctant father to an orphaned 5-year-old boy in the 1999 comedy Big Daddy? Will Ferrell, Jack Black, Ben Stiller, or Adam Sandler?
I don't know.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
A different role for the same actor. It featured in that clip. All right, let's see what you guys went with. We had 100% of our answers for Adam Sandler. Your correct answer was Adam Sandler. Mookie in the chat
Personally, I
noticing
think we got hosed on that call.
noticing our first two answers were both D, and he was curious, are the answers all going to be D for daddy? And like, no, but that would be really funny if I did that. I don't have the patience in me to commit to a bit like that, but that is very funny. All right, question number 3 coming your way. Who plays the titular father of the bride in the 1991 comedy of the same name? So who's that father of the bride? Is it Steve Martin, Martin Short, Robert De Niro, or Jeff Daniels? If you don't know, guess D, because that might be a good strategy. Well, just kidding. Who plays the titular father of the bride in the 1991 comedy of the same name? Steve Martin, Martin Short, Robert De Niro, or Jeff Daniels? Ricardo, you keep saying Sean Puffy Combs. That would be if we were doing a round about famous ditties. And right now, you don't want to be famous for that guy. Yeah, everybody knows, like, a lot of stuff going on with that dude. Oh. Yeah, oh, that's right. He was Puff Daddy. That dude changed his name so many damn times in my lifetime.
That's right. He changed his name to get around all of the, accusations.
Yeah, right. That's how you get around accusations, right? You just keep changing your name. Right? That's what he was going for, at least. All right, let's see what
this
you guys.
This is Bill and Jill and Gil.
All right, we had 100% of the answers for Steve Martin, because that's the correct answer. That's right, Steve Martin was the father of the bride in those films. All right, let's see what question number 4 has for you. Question number 4. For this one, we're looking for an actor or the character that is not one of the answers for this. We'll go over it. Which one of these actors is not one of the possible papas in the 2008 ABBA musical, Mamma Mia? Which one is not one of the possible fathers? Is it Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth, Daniel Craig, or Stellan Skarsgård? Once again, which of these actors is not one of the possible papas in the 2008 musical Mamma Mia? Is it Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth, Daniel Craig, or Stellan Skarsgård?
40% of all people know that.
All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys put down. All right, we had 1 for Colin Firth, 69%. Nice for Daniel Craig, and 3 answers for Stellan Skarsgård. Your correct answer was Daniel Craig. That's right, Daniel Craig is not one of the possible papas. It's a musical, so I think it'd be really fun to see Daniel Craig out there singing and dancing, especially if he did it in his voice from Knives Out. What we have here is a donut. Sorry, I get excited anytime I think about Daniel Craig and Knives Out. All right, question number 5 for you. Then after this, we're doing the mid-round breakdown. What actor plays the king of a family of former child prodigies in the 2001 comedy, The Royal Tenenbaums? All right, answers for you are Gene Hackman, Richard Dreyfuss, Dustin Hoffman, and Paul Newman. So once again, what actor plays the king of a family of former child prodigies in the 2001 comedy The Royal Tenenbaums? Gene Hackman, Richard Dreyfuss, Dustin Hoffman, or Paul Newman? All right, the answers are in. Let's see what y'all went with. All right, 69% of the answers. Nice for Gene Hackman. 2 answers each for Dustin Hoffman and Paul Newman. Your correct answer was Gene Hackman. That's right, Gene Hackman was your correct answer there. All right, 5 questions down about our fathers in film. Let's see how we're doing through 5 questions. All right, Turbo, you're doing really well. 450 points in first place. In second place with 444, Sir Burbane Rain. That's Darren. In second with third, it's 443 points for Brian. The Urinals getting number 1. Ian still staying strong with lots of points with 438 points. Real John 427. Mac with 424. So we do have a very close game. That means we only have 26 points between first and 6th place or 5th place. No, yeah, 6th place. Media Killers joining us in that 6th spot. Way to go, Media Killers, getting into that top group. All right, so a pretty close game so far. We only have a separation of about 28 points between most of our teams at the top and not that far behind for everybody else. All right, 5 questions down, 5 more to go. Let's see what happens as we get further into this round. Stephanie in the chat, I don't need movie daddies. I have a real daddy. Thank you for sharing. All right, you're showing off. Showing off is what Max says in the studio. Here we go. All right, question number 6. Who plays the single father president of the United States in the 1995 film The American President? Is it Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, Bill Pullman, or Michael Douglas? Once again, who plays a single father president of the United States in the 1995 film The American President? Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, Bill Pullman, or Michael Douglas?
I think we'll play Danny.
Fair. This is a good round to play. A lot of these movies near and dear to our hearts. So let's see what you guys went down for this one. All right, 2 for Ford, 4 for Pullman, and 7 answers for Michael Douglas. Your correct answer was Michael Douglas. Yes, D for Daddy in that situation. Michael Douglas was your correct answer. All right, question number 7 coming at you. Here comes number 7. What actor plays a divorced dad to an adolescent boy in the 2014 epic coming-of-age drama, Boyhood? Who's the father in Boyhood? Is it Steve Zahn, Josh Charles, Keanu Reeves, or Ethan Hawke? Once again, what actor plays a divorced dad to an adolescent boy in the 2014 epic coming-of-age drama, Boyhood? Steve Zahn, Josh Charles, Keanu Reeves, or Ethan Hawke?
I may be down, but I'm not out.
All right, 2 seconds left. Here we go. Got those answers in. All right, we had 1 each for Steve Zahn and Josh Charles, with 3 for Keanu Reeves and 8 answers for Ethan Hawke. That D for Daddy strategy is not bad, because Ethan Hawke is the correct answer. In case you don't know about Boyhood, it was filmed over the course of, I believe, 13 years. Every year they would come check in, and then I'd have Ethan Hawke and the actress and the boy so they're just, every year just filming another part of the movie, come back next year and film another part of it for 13 years. All right, question number 8 coming your way. Which of these actors won the first of his 2 Oscars for his role as a divorced dad in 1979's Kramer vs. Kramer? So, is that Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, Gene Hackman, or Robert Duvall? Once again, which of these actors won the first of his 2 Oscars for his role as a divorced dad in 1979's Kramer vs. Kramer? Dustin Hoffman, Robert De Niro, Gene Hackman, or Robert Duvall? Don't you eat that ice cream. Don't you eat that ice cream. Don't you pick up that spoon. Don't you put it in your mouth. That whole scene, right? Your answers available for this one, or the ones you guys went with, we had 7% or 7 answers, 54% for Dustin Hoffman, 3 for Robert De Niro, 3 for Robert Duvall. Your correct answer was Dustin Hoffman. That's right, Dustin Hoffman. Your correct answer there. All right.
I'm gonna put that on Plex.
Yeah, it's a great performance. Yeah, we were talking about it, right? The whole, don't you eat that ice cream, don't you pick it up, don't put that in your mouth. Just watching this dad have really no power over this kid is amazing. All right, question number 9 coming your way. What stand-up comic wrote, directed, and stars in the 2023 Netflix comedy Old Dads? Is it Mike Birbiglia, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, or David Cross? Once again, what stand-up comic wrote, directed, and stars in the 2023 Netflix comedy Old Dads? Mike Birbiglia, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, or David Cross?
You got it, dude.
All right, let's see what you guys went with for this one. All right, we had 1 for Birbiglia, 1 for David Cross as well, 3 for Kevin Hart, and 8 for Bill Burr. Your correct answer was Bill Burr. Bill Burr was your correct answer. One of my favorite Bill Burr things ever is if you look at him on YouTube, he'll teach you how to make a pie crust for Thanksgiving. It's one of the best sketches ever. Just be like, hey, look, you're going to be a screw up, but at least be a screw up who shows up with a pie crust. All right, question number 10 is our last question for this round. After that, we're going to declare our dadliest warrior. So let's get into our final question for the round. What legendary comedian voices Marlin in Pixar's Lost Son rescue hit Finding Nemo? So whose voice of Marlin is it? Gary Shandling, Albert Brooks, Bob Newhart, or George Carlin? Once again, what legendary comedian voices Marlin in Pixar's Lost Son rescue hit Finding Nemo? Gary Shandling, Albert Brooks, Bob Newhart, or George Carlin? All right, 2 seconds left. Your answers are in. Let's see what you went with. Oh, wow. Look at that split. That's very even. We had 2 for Shanling, 4 for Brooks, 3 for Newhart, and 4 for George Carlin. Your correct answer was Albert Brooks. Yes, Albert Brooks. The villain in Drive and Handful of Things, but also notably like one of the big producers and writers of The Simpsons. All right, so we have those answers in. Let's see our top 3 in our round about movie dads. That's right, we're going to declare our Dadliest Warrior for first place and talk about our top 3 in third place. It's Suburban Rain. Yes, that's Darren in third place, Suburban Rain. Way to go, Darren. In second, 795 points for Ian, Revenge of the Moron. And in first place, it's Real John. Way to go, Real John of Cal Worthington. We have a very competitive group here through 5 rounds of trivia. Now, I want to give it up for Turbo. Oh, just outside. And Randy Butternub's just 1 point behind you. And Mac right there with another almost 700 points. So yeah, you guys getting those points. If this last round's your round, it could still be your game. I finally hit John's category. He's saying in our chat for today. Hey, that's always the fun of it, right? You never know what categories I'm going to have for you, but you might kick it on one of them. So we do have the rest of our standings there. And everybody did pretty well, right? Most people did get most of the answers right. It was just about that timing. Yeah, who else do we have up there? Oh, yeah, Big Friday. Who's that? I didn't see that name until just now. So thank you for joining us in that round. Oh, Big Fat A. Wait, yeah, thank you for playing Big Fat A with 7 questions right. 71 points in 7th place for that round. And Brian rounding us out in 8. Media Killers in 9. So yeah, good round for y'all. A lot of good points in that round. Most people did get most of the answers right. It just boiled down to how fast you got those answers. All right, we have one more round of trivia coming your way. And I did promise this one was going to be science-based. I have a final round for you called Space, the Final Trivia Frontier. It is science. Astronomy is a science, yes.
I'm going to slaughter this. I'm going to put myself in first place because there's no freaking way I can do it blindfolded, Danny.
We'll see. These are questions not about science media, not about like any pop culture science stuff. This is all questions or space stuff. This is all questions about space things related to astronomy, American space history, and, objects in space. So, yes, I thank you in the chat. I see people popping off doing the science. You guys know I love my science questions. If you guys haven't already, yeah, shout science. Fun fact, I host trivia around several bars here in San Diego. Actually, so yeah, now that we're playing that. Is this one going to get stricken? I don't know if there's media rights for the Bill Nye song. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead and kill that, just in case. I don't want Bill Nye to get mad. But, I have no idea.
No,
it's not that old.
That one that keeps repeating Bill is fine.
Okay, that one's still good. Okay, yeah. So the other thing too that's really fun, I want to say, so James is in it. He's saying like we're watching Bill Nye in Homeroom. That's how I always say it. I host bar trivia several places around San Diego. This last Wednesday, something really funny happened to me. I said the same thing I always do. All right, if you guys don't know, I want you to know science. Like we're watching Bill Nye in Homeroom, and then one person goes, "Yo, his cousin's right here." And so Bill Nye's cousin was at my trivia and got to experience us doing the whole science thing. So that was a fun and full circle moment for me. So yeah. Anyways, everybody's popping off in the chat. Make sure you get in the chat. Yell science. We're going to be into your next round of trivia, our final round of trivia in 6 minutes, talking about some space stuff. All right, y'all. If you haven't already, do me that favor. Like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're set up for our next game of Trivia Tavern. But if not, now's a great time to get up, stretch those legs, and grab a last drink.
I should handicap myself. I'll put a 200-point handicap on whatever point. 200 points off of that. Okay, everybody? 200 points off the top of whatever score I have, so that they'll handicap me because I'm, sci-fi guy.
We'll see, man. There's some interesting questions I came across with this one. this is like the sci-fi stuff will definitely help you, but there's some stuff that I'm like, I did not know that until I was researching this round. So we'll see what happens as we get ready for our last round of the game.
He's a science bully.
Go already!
Science bully, I like that.
Red alert.
Hello there. Do it. It's a trap!
So Mookie's letting me know in the chat that apparently there was a SpaceX launch a few minutes ago. Yeah, and those are always cool here because, you know, if you're here in San Diego, right, you get to see them. Like kind of yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't been outside. We had one a few. Yeah, when we were at Bottle Rocket, we had it happen where I was.
Bottle Rocket is crazy.
Yeah, I was in the middle of hosting trivia. I took a second to we read the question and I stepped out, and one of our regulars was outside smoking, and I was just talking to him. And just behind them in the skyline, I just started seeing oh my God, what is that? You just see the trails, and it's I've never seen anything like that. So yeah, those SpaceX launches are really cool if you haven't seen them.
It's every day, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be every day.
I mean, I'm not looking... Look, I had a lot of things to say about that guy, but in general, right. In general, the whole seeing a spacecraft take off, that is awe-inspiring. You're just yeah, you know.
It reminds me of that the movie Gattaca.
Oh yeah.
And Ethan Hawke's character, they were watching shuttle launches all the time.
Yeah.
And he's trying to genetically engineer himself to get off on one of those.
You know what it reminds me of, or what I think of all the time, because I'm just so fascinated by technology and stuff. You remember the scene in Wayne's World where they just go sit and lay underneath the flight path of planes?
Yeah.
Right.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's genuinely crazy when I just see a plane, a giant plane. Yeah, there's 300 people on that plane, and that's just commonplace, right? We just fly all the time, and it's crazy that we've even conquered that much of it, and let alone the fact that we can go to space. So yeah. My Mookie in the chat, born too late to be a pirate. Born too soon to go to space. Yeah, I do feel that way.
We just need to wait for the corn blight, and then some sort of weird time travel.
Gravity
thing.
When they were talking about that whole we need people to just go live on Mars. Hey, we might if you want to be one of those people, say goodbye to everybody, go live on Mars. I thought about it for a minute. I'm what, those people need entertainment. I'll go and I'll host trivia on Mars. And I don't know. I think that'd be a kind of cool thing. The only thing is, I feel
there's 22 minute, 12 to 22 minute delay each way. You have to do trivia real time, so you'd have to be on Mars,
right,
to do trivia for Martians.
Yeah, totally.
Are we going to call them Martians?
No, you can't. I don't know. I have that a bunch of stuff.
They're not native Martians for certain. Right?
Not native Martians. Yeah, they're the conquering Martians. I don't know.
No,
this is getting away from us. All right,
let's get going.
Yeah, I don't know. I love space talk. Thank you guys for talking about trivia in space. Trust me, if that is a thing that can happen, that is something I will try to make happen at some point. But we've got 45 seconds till our last round of trivia coming your way in just a few seconds. Now, this will be our last round. We will declare a winner for this round. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round will be our final frontier person, because they will have acquired the most points at the end of this round.
Now commence.
And at the end of this round, we're also going to be figuring out who is our overall winner. The person or team with the most points at the end of the game across those 6 rounds will be the Trivia Traveler. All right, 10 more questions coming your way, all multiple choice. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Let's kick it off. We've got our first question of the round coming your way in 4 seconds, and all these questions are related to the great beyond, space, history, and astronomical features. All right, your first question. What Los Angeles park is home to this historic landmark observatory? Now, is that Elysian Park, Griffith Park, Silver Lake Reservoir, or Franklin Canyon? So once again, what Los Angeles park is home to this historic landmark observatory? Elysian Park, Griffith Park, Silver Lake Reservoir, or Franklin Canyon? Tell me, you just might get those points. All right, your answers are here. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 3 for Elysian and 10 for Griffith Park. Your correct answer was, that's the observatory at Griffith Park. Yes, in Los Angeles, one of the most famous observatories out there at Griffith Park. All right, your second.
People know that.
That's right, Homer knew that one. We got your next question for you. Question number 2. For this one, Stephen Hawking published his best-selling breakdown on black holes, A Blank History of Time, in 1988. So fill in the blank of that novel. Your answers available are short, brief, quick, and lengthy. So Stephen Hawking published his best-selling breakdown on black holes, A Blank History of Time, in 88. Is that a short history of time, a brief history of time, a quick history of time, or a lengthy history of time? All right, just about 5 seconds for those answers.
Engage.
Yes, Picard, make it so. Let's see the answers that you guys went with. 100% of the answers for Brief History of Time. Way to go. Yes, A Brief History of Time is the name of that bestseller. All right, question number 3 coming your way. What U.S. president established NASA in 1958? All right, now answers for you are JFK, John F. Kennedy, Harry S. Truman, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Once again, what U.S. president established NASA in 1958? John F. Kennedy, Harry S. Truman, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or Dwight D. Eisenhower? All right. How's the sci-fi stuff paying off for you right now, Jeff? Good? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Certainly.
All right. Answers for you. Okay. We had 4 for JFK, 1 each for Roosevelt and Truman, and 7 for Eisenhower. Your correct answer was Eisenhower. Yes, that's right. So NASA was established under Eisenhower, but it was JFK who said, we're going to put a man on the moon. Right. So it was established under Eisenhower, and then right after JFK said, we'll put a man on the moon. That's okay. Very common misconception. All right, question number 4 coming your way. Question number 4 goes like this. What southern U.S. state is home to Space Camp? Yes, I always wanted to go when I was a kid. What state is home to Space Camp? Is it Georgia, Arkansas, Alabama, or Tennessee? Once again, what southern U.S. state is home to Space Camp? Georgia, Arkansas, Alabama, or Tennessee?
Put Max in space.
What was that?
Put Max in space.
Put Max in space? I'm not familiar with that.
From Space Camp, the movie.
Oh, got it. Space Camp, the movie. Okay, cool. Space Camp.
That one? You gotta
no,
watch that
so
movie.
I was fascinated with Space Camp because I watched a ton of the Nickelodeon game shows, and that was always the big prize on Double Dare.
Oh, right, on Double Dare.
Right, on Double Dare, you'd be like, cool, and the winners of this game get to go to Space Camp. And I was like, yes.
In where? We'll find out
let's
next.
find out. Yeah, let's see where that was. Now, the answers you guys went with, we had 4 for Georgia, 7 for Alabama, and 1 each for Tennessee and Arkansas. Your correct answer was Alabama.
Huntsville, Alabama.
That's right. It's in Alabama. All right. What's that? Oh, Boeing has a site for their rocket ships there. Okay.
Down there. It's always been kind of rocky.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So that makes a lot of sense why it might be down in Alabama. All right, y'all. So now we have one more question for this round. Then we're going to do our mid-round breakdown and see where we're at with our space round. All right. Question number 5 is coming your way. Ian just laughing at the whole Double Dare thing. All right. Here we go. how many confirmed moons does Jupiter have? So yeah, how many confirmed moons does Jupiter have for this question? Is it 35, 55, 75, or 95 moons? So once again, how many confirmed moons does Jupiter have? 35, 55, 75, or 95?
40% of all people know that.
This was definitely something I learned
40.
in the research for this round. I did not know that before this question, so we'll find out what it is. All right, how many moons do you think? How many moons do you think Jupiter has? Now we had a very even split. We had 4 for 35, 2 for 55, 4 for 75, and 3 for 95. The amount of moons that are confirmed for the planet of Jupiter are 95 moons. Isn't that crazy?
Incredible.
That is insane. I think a lot of them have names that are just like letters and numbers because you can't name that many things. So yeah, so here we go. We got 5 questions down. Let's see what our standings are. That was a tough one for our 5th question. So let's see what our standings are. Hey, Turbo, it is paying off in first place with 458 points through 5 questions.
If you take the 200 off, so then I'd have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
258.
You're giving
so
yourself a 200 handicap. So if
Yeah.
if you take that 200 off, you're behind most of our teams.
I'm about 4th, 5th, 7th.
7th, yeah. But yeah, in second, we got Big Fatty with 395 points. Big Fatty. I don't know who you are, Big Fatty, so if you're in the YouTube chat, just say hey, let us know who it is, because we're so happy you're here. In third, we got Real John with 371 points. Fourth, we've got the Revenge of the Moron Ian adding to his point total, so that might help out for the Trivia Traveler. Also, you can always come back for the rest of the round. Who else do we have up there? It's going to cycle back. All right, Brian in 5th place with 386. Randy Butternubs also there, 267. So yeah, it's a little bit of more of a challenging round for some of us. But don't worry, the next couple of questions can really swing it because we do have 5 more space questions coming our way. Space. Espace. All right, here comes question.
Mr. Spachemin.
Mr. Spach. Dr. Spachemin, as it were.
Dr. Spachemin.
Dr. Spaceman. It's not very few things break my brain, but Simpsons and 30 Rock. My brain is
those
just
are some
broken.
Edward
with
James Olmos being the Edward James Olmos impersonator.
Yes, amazing.
That's where I was like,
just any of the Dr. Spaceman stuff is some of my favorite. All right, we're getting sidetracked. We got 5 more questions. Here comes question number 6. Here we go. What modular space station did the former Soviet Union launch into orbit in 1986? So which one did they launch? Was it the Salyut, Cosmos, Mir, or Opesk? Once again, what modular space station did the former Soviet Union launch into orbit in 1986? Salyut, Cosmos, Mir, or OPSEC? All right, I think I said OPESC the first time, but it's OPSEC. All right, 5-ish more seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what chip went down. All right, 1 for Salyut, 4 for Cosmos, 5 for Mir, and 3 for OPSEC. Your correct answer was the Mir space station.
That's where they picked up the crazy Russian guy in Armageddon.
That's right. Yeah. So the crazy Russian guy. There's actually like a lot of weird stories. I just came across this bit of trivia and I'm going to butcher it now. But there's a whole thing about a dude being stuck up there while his country was dissolved. And like, right. So yeah, because like the Soviet Union went away while there were still cosmonauts in space. So they had it took them a lot longer for them to come back because there's just a lot more red tape to go through.
And that's where Mira Mesa got its name.
Is that real?
Yeah. Named after the Mir space shuttle, Mira Mesa. Yeah.
That can't be right. It's like, because Mira Mesa in Spanish is look at the table. That's never made sense to me. So, okay.
Yeah, right. Why would it be named after that?
Yeah.
Right. It can't be Spanish. It's definitely
okay. Well, so no, I can't tell, Jeff, if you're messing with us.
I am absolutely, wholeheartedly messing with you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I always want to, as much as I want to have fun, I want to be a truth seeker. I don't want anybody to go away from being like, yes, did you know that the Russian space station was made here in San Diego? Because I would have believed you if you would have kept going.
It's actually named after Del Mir.
Very good. All right. Question number 7 coming our way. Here we go. The band of cosmic dust that obscures the center of the Milky Way from Earth's perspective is known as the Great Blank. So what is the word that fills in that blank Is it Rift, Spot, Nothing, or Blank? So once again, the band of cosmic dust that obscures the center of the Milky Way from Earth's perspective is known as the Great Blank. Is that the Great Rift, the Great Spot, the Great Nothing, or the Great Blank? You've got about 8 more seconds to tell me.
I don't know.
I know the answer. I wish the answer was one of them because it's funny to fill in a blank with a blank. Let's see the answers you guys went. We had 69%. Nice. For the Great Rift, we had 2 each for Great Spot and Great Nothing. Your correct answer was the Great Rift. That's right. The Great Rift is that part that obscures our perspective. Now we have 3 more questions to go. Question number 8 coming your way, and it goes like this. What was the first space shuttle launched into orbit by NASA in 1981? Now, answers available for you. What was the name of that first shuttle? Was it Enterprise, Columbia, Discovery, or Atlantis? Once again, what was the first space shuttle launched into orbit by NASA in 1981? The Enterprise, Columbia, Discovery, or Atlantis? 10 more seconds to tell me.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. If I...
The dilithium crystals. We used dilithium in another question, right? I think I remember that.
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
Yeah, dilithium or trilithium or something.
That's
like that.
right. Yeah. All right, here we go. So your answers for this question. All right, we had a good split this time again. We had 3 for Enterprise, 7 for Columbia, 1 for Discovery, and 2 for Atlantis. Your correct space shuttle we were looking for was the Columbia. Yes, Columbia, your correct answer for this question. All right, we got 2 questions left for this round. Question number 9. What U.S. state is home to Vandenberg Space Force Base? Yes, the Space
You're
Force.
killing me, Smalls.
They have a base. Where is it located? Your answers. Florida, Texas, Nevada, or California? Once again, what U.S. state is home to Vandenberg Space Force Base? Florida, Texas, Nevada, or California?
You got it, dude.
Do you know what state Space Force calls home? All right, now our answers. We had 5 each for Florida and California, with 2 for Texas and 1 for Nevada. Your correct answer was California. Yes, Vandenberg Space Force Base here in California. All right.
That is where the launch just happened.
Oh, the SpaceX, yeah, the one that we were just talking about.
So if you follow the Vandenberg launches, you can like kind of time it, and they'll let you know if it flies one way or the other. This one was going to go between 8 and 8:48 or whatever right now.
Oh, so they were going just like a little.
It was way too late for the sun to be beaming.
Right. Got it. Okay, cool. Well, so Vandenberg right here in California, if you're here in California with the rest of us here in the Trivia Tavern. But the Trivia Tavern's everywhere and wherever you're watching. We're just glad you're here. All right, now we're going to have one last question, and then we're going to declare our winner for this round and the eventual game. All right, question number 10 coming your way. What pizza chain delivered specially designed pizza to International Space Station in 2001? Now, answers available for you are Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, and Little Caesars. So once again, what pizza chain delivered a specially designed pizza to the International Space Station in 2001? Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, or Little Caesars? Fun fact.
Pretty good. It's pretty.
It was pretty hard. Pretty good question.
Pretty good.
Fun fact, I actually worked at one of these pizza chains for a period of time. All right, yeah, for almost 5 years. Here we go. Let's see what you guys put down. Answers were 54% for Domino's, 46% of the answers for Pizza Hut. It was a split between the 2 of those. Your correct answer, Mookie Mayday in the chat saying, no one out pizzas the Hut. Yes, your correct answer was Pizza Hut. Fun fact, that's the one I used to deliver pizzas for. I wasn't delivering pizzas in 2001, or else I would have felt really miffed that I didn't get to do that delivery. But yeah, so Pizza Hut was your correct answer. All right, we're going to declare our winner, our final frontier person for this round. Let's get into our top 3 and our winner. All right, let's see how we're doing. I feel like Turbo feels really good about his answers. All right, in third place with 633 points, it's Brian the Urinal getting number 3 that time. In second, it's Real John with 801 points. And in first place, it's Turbo with 830 points. He called his shot yes.
But if you subtract the 200 points,
yes,
then I'm just in 4th again.
Yeah, that's true. You said you were going to take 200 points. You handicap yourself, and you're back in 4th place by your rule.
I missed that last question.
So then who would be our actual third place if that were the case? Let's see. Who is our 4th? Oh, it's Big Fatty. Thank you, Big Fatty. So yeah, you can call yourself our 3rd place winner for that round because Turbo did handicap himself. We're going to let him keep those points for the overall standings. But yeah, that did happen. But way to go, Real John. Way to go, Brian, getting those points in that round. Now, in just a second, I'm actually going to throw up our standings for our whole 6 rounds of trivia. But before we do that, this is the part where I just want to do a couple quick thank yous. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out, answering, playing some trivia with me. I always have a good time doing it. And now I want to send a special thank you for our people here in the studio, for our crew here on the couch,
Danny,
Mac, Fortuna. Thank you, Jeff, our engineer, for taking care of it.
Kermit here. He's got the high five out there for you. Thanks, everybody, for following. Make sure you guys are subscribing and telling your friends and sharing, subscribing, and liking.
all this stuff.
Commenting.
You know, it's one of those those things that the more I learn about this, the more it's like, yeah, all that stuff that all the YouTubers say, it really helps us, right? Like just every little person that watches it.
Absolutely does.
But especially too, we just want to thank you for watching it because it means so much to us. Any amount of time you spend here with us at Trivia Tavern is just awesome. So thank you for doing it. Like that smash button.
Like that smash button.
Yeah.
Like that smash button.
I read it as the comment. Like that smash button, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's how you say it. No, smash that like button, subscribe, follow, all the stuff. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, just thank you for doing it. And yeah, like the video and make sure to subscribe so that way you can be here for our next episode of the Trivia Tavern next Tuesday at 7. All right, now without further ado, let's declare our winner, our Trivia Traveler for the night. Now, these are going to be our top 3, so let's just get a top 3 and figure out who our 3rd place in 3rd overall. There you are, Turbo, in 3rd place with 3,935 points. In 2nd, Revenge of the Moron, Ian, with 4,034 points, which means it's Real John. Way to go, Real John, in 1st place with 4,172 points. Way to go. You are the Trivia Traveler. I believe that's the first one for John for the Trivia Traveler Award. Randy Butternub's right behind with 3,672. Yeah, really good game. I know Real John, he ended up winning one of our rounds, but he was just in the mix the whole time. That's always a big thing. Being in the mix, getting as many points as you can will always help you to getting those overall standings. So, those are overall standings for the whole game. Jeff, you have a good time tonight?
I certainly did, Danny. I always do when you're at the helm.
Thank you, sir.
Let's give it up in the chat for Danny.
Thank you,
the
guys.
Trivia Tavern Master of Ceremonies, or whatever you want to call yourself tonight.
I don't ever have a name for myself. Just your trivia host. I was
the host,
the guy who welcomes you in. Mac, Fortuna, you guys on the couch. You guys have a good time tonight.
That's right. The guests right here in the studio. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Heck yeah. No, this is always a fun time. It's always even more fun. We have people here. Thank you. Real good games to everybody. Another great game for John. Thank you for letting me know. I hope you guys had a good time. That's going to do it for us here. Don't forget, we will be back. And I just want to say thank you for everybody who watched. Whether it's Jenny, Jason, Stephanie, that gang, with James, George, your friends, Brian, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out, playing with us. You guys know how much I love doing this. I'm just so happy you guys enjoy doing it too. So that's going to be it for us here at the Trivia Tavern. I always like to, I kind of did this last time I was here. This is my new way to sign off. I always like to ask this question, not to ask this question, but leave with this fact. Wundle plus Wundle equals Toodles. Catch you later.